Hey YouTube, Hillbilly F100 here. Just wanted to give you guys an update of the suspension, Jaguar swap. Basically, this is the driver's side. On the last video, I just started the driver's side. I went ahead and used my Sawzall and my cutoff wheel, and the driver's side is loose. The problem is, for those that maybe do not know, right in there, it's like a boxed piece on the front of the drive, or the cross member. You can see down in there it's boxed, so you got to make sure you get the outside cut and then go around the bottom, and then of course get the inside. And then once you do that, then of course you've got to get the engine dismantled or disassembled, or detached rather, from the engine mounts. That's what those two bolt holes are. I just drove the nuts out. So for the most part, this is loose. The only thing holding this on is whatever tension might be holding on those little the welds on the other side. So but this is, you could kind of see it moving a little bit. Stay tuned, and when I get it off, I'll turn you back on so you can see. I'm going to go on the other side right now and take my angle grinder over there with my cutoff wheel and just kind of touch up a couple of those little cut marks, just to make sure that it's not trying to hang on to something, as well as trying to punch out that engine, those engine bolts. Right now on this side, the engine is completely supported by that hoist, so stay tuned. Hand me the grinder over there. Still recording? Uh-huh. Get in close. Hey YouTube, my wife's recording. Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Okay. Basically, can you hand me the light? Alright, there's a cross member, and I don't know if, can you get a shot over here, or is it too hot? Right there's this side. You can see where I cut using the cutting torch. It's pretty rough, but
I can't find you.
See right here?
Nope. Oh, there it is.
Okay, right there. All these little burn marks or whatever is where the cross member was cut originally with the cutting torch, and then I won't have her do it because she'd have to crawl under the truck, but on the other side you can see where it's cut using the Sawzall. But to get a good example or idea, right there's the the side, you can see all how bubbled up it is and everything. And then of course right here on this side,
I'm still getting that side.
okay, on this side you can see how clean of a cut it is. So anyways, this is the beefy cross member that came factory on those trucks. The Jag IFS suspension. I'll pull it out here in just a second. Have to get in there, look at it. They're beefy suspensions. One other thing to mention, per the plan that I have, the motor mount right here and right there. Hopefully when I put that new cross member here, I'll be able to make some adapters or plates or something to be able to bolt these in. But we'll see. Hang tight and I'll show you the cross member in a little more detail. So stay tuned. Alright YouTube, I don't know if you get a better look at the cross member or not. Anyways, this is the top side. This is where one of the engine motor mounts goes. That's where the other motor mount goes. On the bottom side, looks like right there. This right here is where would be one of the I-beams would mount up. The other side I've already cut off, but it gives you guys an idea. This was for that brake bracket I said I cut early. Your brake line goes right here, so if you do one of these swaps of brake, you have to redo your brake lines, which kind of knew going into this. These were all rusted up anyways. But again, this is the where I cut it with the torch. I actually got it all the way through, which I didn't think I did. I figured there was a couple little spots holding on, and there was this one right here, which is I had it. That's why I got the grinder and ground it all down. But out of the whole process so far, this has by far been the hardest thing to do, getting this thing out. Mainly because I think I've kept the engine in there and I've kept the front suspension all in here, so it's basically just been me doing it around the obstacles and everything like that. So again, if I could stress one thing, it would be take your front sheet metal off, take the engine out. Right now the engine is slowly being, if you can see it or not, it's pretty dark in here, but the engine's slowly being held by that lift, which is, you know, it's fine. It should be alright. The next order of business, let me put this down. Next order of business is the cross member. I gotta kind of clean it up a little bit. It's running out of room. I gotta put my oxygen acetylene torch set up, put it away. There's a tripod that I usually use to film things with when my loving wife isn't filming, which is just the first time that she's filmed for me. Hopefully she does it again sometime. Anyways, what I'm contemplating doing is either cutting off these legs right here to weld the whole thing in. It's called hard mounting. The only other option would be to bolt it in using the 2 bolts here and then 2 bolts there. I'd have to make brackets to do that. Either option is not wrong, I don't think. It's just preference. What I'm going to probably do is get the wheels and tires on here and roll it underneath the truck, and then just kind of see what my clearance is between this and the engine oil pan, and kind of go from there. I want to get this thing on the road sooner rather than later, so whatever I feel is going to be easiest will be the probably way I go. So anyways, thanks for watching. This is definitely a huge step for the progress side of it, and we'll pick up on it tomorrow or the next day or whenever, and we're just driving right along. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.